Welcome everybody. It's been a bit since I've been posting, and so I thought what a perfect day to post on the full moon in Aries. So a lot has been going on this month. There's been tons of planetary activity, and I'm not going to talk too much about any of it. What I do want to talk about is just a feeling that came in around this full moon and what I'm seeing as patterns in the people that I know, the people that I work with, the people that I do healings with, yoga, meditation, all of the above. So we're hitting some ceilings right now. And when we start to hit ceilings, we start to kind of shake. So if you think about a rocket ship that goes through when it's coming out of this atmosphere, going into the atmosphere, however you want to call it, it breaks through. And as it breaks through, it starts to shake. And then when it gets to the other side, the big part pops off, and then the little capsule goes into a smoother sailing. So we're in this period right now where there's a lot being shook up. And so there's a lot of mindsets, patterns, ancestral patterns, trauma patterns that are being shook out right now. So we have lots of solar activity coming in, lots of planetary, this full moon. And this full moon is really powerful for manifesting. And basically, there are old patterns. So one of the biggest, oldest trauma patterns that we all have collectively is something good happens and then something bad happens. So we're always afraid to have good things. And this is very buried in our subconscious. We're afraid to have good things happen because we're afraid the other shoe is going to drop. And so we're in this constant state. And so we're actually lifting up as a collective consciousness right now into how much better it can get. Show me how much better it can get, universe, God, whatever you believe, higher self, divine. Show me how much better it can get. And that is really the mantra that I've been using for these days. And every time I catch myself in, something, how much worse is it? What bad could happen? No, just start all over and say, how much better can it get? And really focusing on shifting our patterns and our beliefs. We have ancestors, as women, as men, in wars, in trauma zones, in all sorts of things that have happened to both women and men. And so, there's this kind of collective grip of holding on of, well, what if, could it get better? Well, if it gets better, it's going to get worse again. So I encourage you all to really let go of those patterns, notice them, and try to lift up above. Start really lifting and seeing, there's that pattern again. Okay, I'm going to catch myself now. And I'm finding that as I see it, I always say at the beginning, you kind of see it, but then you can't act. And then once you start to see it more, then you start to be able to act and be like, I don't need to react to this. I can stay neutral. And so going to the eye of that storm, if you're feeling a lot of chaos, trying at night even to go to bed, when you go to bed, set yourself up for the next day. Ask, command the universe, show me how much better it can get while I'm sleeping. Work on me. Clear out anything in my field that is not serving me, that's not mine to carry. Give it up. And tomorrow, wake me up and only bring me the opportunities, the people, the things, the opportunities that are for me to handle, to do. And move forward with that in grace and allow yourself to move through this period. Blessings and love.